What's up, guys? So I'm back again today with another repair video. The last one I did was my first one and I actually enjoyed it myself. I didn't think I would, but I actually did enjoy doing it on camera. It takes some time, but it was pretty fun. And it seemed like from the comments everybody else enjoyed it as well. So I'm going to do an easier one today. Last one was pretty tough actually. This one here, it's my Ofna Ultra LX2E 1/8 scale buggy. And if you take a look at it here, years ago, here in the front, years ago I broke this shock tower off. Let me bring the camera in closer for you. So yeah, years ago when I first got my buggy, this thing's about 2.5 years old, I think. And when I first got it, I snapped the front shock tower right here. See how this one's higher? I don't know if you can see that or not. And all I did was, it actually snapped the hole off that the shock was in, the mounting hole. So what I did was I just moved it down to a lower hole, and I moved this one down to a lower hole, and just I've been using the shock tower ever since, broken like that. And I actually bought the replacement at that time, and I never got around to doing it. I just said, it works, so heck with it. But now that I'm doing repair videos, I figure this would be a good repair video to do. So I'm just going to replace this front shock tower on my Ofna Ultra LX2E. So let's get to it, guys. Alright, so let's get this body off. Body's pretty beat up. I've been really pounding this thing over the years. Front cracked here, but hey, it's a basher body, so I keep on using it. Get out of the way, and there's the buggy. See if you can get a good look at that. Yeah, so there's the inside of the buggy. Everything on this is stock. Still the stock motor, the Hongnor brushless 1800 kV, and I think it was 150 amp ESC. I can't remember actually. It might not even be that much. All right, guys. First thing we need to do is just remove these shocks off the tower, which they should come right off with these two tools. A little faster. It's stuck in there, so let's twist it back on a little bit and pull it off. Okay, let's set that aside. There's one of them. That should slide off. Here's the other one. Oh, there's the other one. Okay, now these should pop right off. Yeah, don't lose your washers. This should pop off. Come on, baby. There we go. There's the second one. Okay, now we've got them off. Alright, guys, the next thing we need to do is remove this bolt here and this bolt here. That's attached to the front gearbox case. So let's get them two off there. One of them. Alright, there's the second one. Okay, now let's take this little the body mount off here, where your body clips go attached to. That's a pretty easy one. Okay, there's that. Set that aside. I'll go ahead and put that screw back in here so I know it goes to that. There we go. Alright, guys, the next thing we need to do is, there's a couple Eclipses on here on the front of these shafts that go through your upper A arms. This one's kind of countersunk in, these two are, so they're going to be hard to get out of there. So I'm going to flip it around, and on the back here it's going to be easier. Let me flip it around and show you. I'll see if we can get a good view of it here. Alright, guys, So the easiest way to get these E-clips off, they're really tough to get off. They're tough to deal with, E-clips. I'm not a fan of them because a lot of times they go flying across the room. But if you can see in here, I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's two small little holes right up here on top of the E-clip that you can fit a tiny little screwdriver into, like this one. So if you can get it in there and then just, and this one's on there pretty good. Okay, there. Alright guys, so what I did there was I put the screwdriver, the flatheads in this little slot right here, the flathead screwdriver. My finger almost stopped shaking. And once it's in there, I just twisted the screwdriver a little bit. And that created it to flex and pop up off the shaft that it's on. So there's one of them. Let's try this other one. See if we can get a better camera angle on this one. See if I can get a good shot of this one for you. So I'm spinning it around. Right there's the little groove, you can see it. So I'm going to stick my flathead in there. Okay, I got it in there. Now I'm just going to give it a little twist, which I just did. Oh, there it went flying. Now see, before you do that, you do want to get your finger in there, and so don't go flying. I saw where it went though, and like I said, all I do was get these little notches here, get the flathead in there. You got to get something really small like this one. That's how small it is, and just give it a little twist, and it should start flexing, and it'll pop up out of there. That's the way I usually do it. I don't know, there's probably plenty of other methods, but that method usually works for me. I mean, chime in if you have some other techniques in the comments and let us know. Alright guys, now I got the car turned back around. As you can see, there's E-clips on the front here on both sides, which I'm not taking off because I can just push this shaft right through the back now that I took the E-clip off. Let's see if I can get this thing to move. There we go. And pull that right out. That should take your upper A arm off, which you really don't need to do, but that's just going to free up your shock tower. And let's do the same thing on this side. There it is. Pull that right out. Okay. Now we're almost there. Alright guys, so the last two screws I need to take out are these two here, this one and this one. See if I got the right size. Yes, I do. And once we remove these two, I should be able to lift the shock tower right off. Then I do need to take the shock bolts off that mount the shocks. I need them to put them back on the other shock tower. So let's get these two bolts off. All right, there's a second screw, and they're pretty long, so they take a while to get out of there. Whew, that's a lot on the arms. I'm feeling it in the bicep. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to just remove the shock tower, I believe. Yeah, there it is. Slides out, goes in a little tight. So there's your shock tower. Now I'm just going to remove these two bolts here to get these off. Okay, let me go ahead and remove these two bolts and get those. I'm not sure the exact name of those. It's what your front shocks mount to. Alright, there's one of them. I'm just going to thread that back in there a little bit. There we go. Just going to thread that back in there so I know that goes to that. Let's get this second one off here, this one. There's the second one. I'll thread that back in there so I don't lose it. Set that aside. Okay, and there's your old shock tower. Okay. Alright guys, so I picked this up years ago, and this is the brand new shock tower, the stock shock tower, part number 30655. So we're going to put that baby back on. Crack her open. There she is. Okay, she should fit right down in there like the other one did. Boom! Let's just do it all in reverse now, guys. Alright guys, so putting the Eclipse back on is another tough job. This is going to go right on here. What I like to do is I like to kind of get it started on there. Try to get it on there somewhat straight like that. Then what I usually do is I take my needle nose pliers, see if I can do this for you without getting in the way, and push down. Clip the bottom of it. There we go. There's one of them. They're tough to do because if you push at the wrong angle, it's going to go flying. It's definitely going to go flying. So that's the way I always do it, and sometimes I do lose them. I always have a lot of extra Eclipse on hand. There's that one. So you gotta make sure it's straight before you get your needle nose on there. Let me go around the other side here. Oh, and the bottom of that, the top, and push. There we go. Boom. And that's it, folks. We are done. Brand new shock tower. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that repair. Short repair of my Ofna Ultra LX2E. She's ready to hit the dirt. I love these 1/8 scale buggies. They're amazing. They run amazing. They're just beautiful. They're beautiful machines. And this is a cheaper one, which Ofna makes pretty good stuff. Especially this Ofna Ultra LX2E. It's got a good reputation. Very tough. I haven't had too many issues with it at all. I broke the shock tower, which I just now replaced after 2.5 years, and not too many other issues. I had a review on it years ago, which I don't really do reviews anymore, but I did do a review on this back then, and I love it. So, till next time guys, the RC Element